Breaking tonight, the New York's police department and mayor have cast doubt on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's claims that they were involved in a, quote, near-catastrophic car chase involving paparazzi. Now, last night, Meghan, alongside Harry and her mother Gloria, attended a gala in New York to receive an award, I can't believe this, by the way, for lifelong advocacy for women and girls. But in a statement released this afternoon, a spokesperson for the couple said that upon leaving, they were chased by a, quote, ring of highly aggressive paparazzi. This relentless pursuit lasting over 2 hours resulted in multiple near collisions involving other drivers on the road, pedestrians and 2 NYPD officers. However, in a sensational intervention, New York's lefty mayor, Eric Adams, said chasing vehicles is reckless and irresponsible, yes, but questioned the time frame provided by the Sussexes.
I would find it hard to believe that there was a 2-hour high-speed chase. That would be, I find it hard to believe, but we will find out the exact duration of it.
And soon after that, the NYPD released a statement saying they assisted the private security team protecting the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. There were numerous photographers that made their transport challenging. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex arrived at their destination and there were no reported collisions, summonses, injuries or arrests in regard. Note that they used the word challenging, not near catastrophic. Now, of course, Harry's hostility towards the Paps is understandable. But I have to remind him, this sort of car chase would never have happened in the UK, where they were protected by long-term and respectful agreements between the media and the royal family. And you have to wonder if the Duke made a mistake in thinking his family would be safer in the US. Harry's biographer, Angela Levin, is with me now. Angela, this story is unravelling and fast.
Yes, it's a very peculiar story. I mean, from my point of view, I can't understand how they arrived with 4 cars protecting them, full of guys who were looking after them. They walked a big area around them and protected them, and yet they come back in a yellow taxi. I mean, it was a bit like the Queen lending them her bulletproof car, and then they come to the Jubilee and they wind down the windows. I mean, if you want protection, you stay with what you've got. You don't sort of start going into a taxi who's got no experience.
It's madness.
Yes.
I mean, if you go into New York yellow cabs, actually, they're quite crazy drivers. And look, I want to show you what the taxi driver says. This is Sonny Singh, and he told the Washington Post, I don't think I would call it a chase.
Yeah.
I never felt like I was in danger. It wasn't like a car chase in a movie. They were quiet and seemed scared, but it's New York. It's safe. So, Angela, that's the driver saying that.
Yes, I mean, it's a nonsense. But also, people say there's so much traffic there that they could never drive around for 2 hours. But when you look at the details that have come out, and they say, why 2 hours? They say they were going to stay with a friend nearby, but they didn't want the paparazzi to know that. So they drove around and round for over an hour. Now, she had her mother there, who was in her late 60s, and she'd fallen asleep in the back seat. And the two of them there. What a stupid thing to do. Why would you do that? To play cat and mouse in the middle of a busy city? I mean, it makes no sense whatsoever.
Go somewhere and seek protection if you feel like you're genuinely at risk. But the worry here is, Angela, they almost seem to be wanting to make a point and wanting to link what they're going through to the death of Harry's mother.
I think they felt that it was a sort of drama they could take advantage of and make their publicity. And they have this longing to be victims in everything they do. They have a wonderful thing. She wins an award, which was a nonsense award for being kind and generous and all that. And then they need to put in something about victimhood. I thought one that could be to encourage the Home Office to see how important it was that they had global protection. I thought that was a nasty little trick, if it was a trick they wanted to do. And the other one is to actually use his mother to say, which he quite obviously didn't get anywhere near what happened to her, poor woman, and to make some sort of money or publicity of it. And he is so keen about his mother, and yet he abuses these things. I mean, how can you think in that way? And also, how can you think that the public are stupid stupid and can't don't investigate what you're doing.
Totally.
We all
because I've been
investigated
exposed
it
to it.
and now sees it's nonsense.
I want to show you what happened before, because Meghan's speech was really infuriating, actually. She talked all about service, even though she only works 1 hour a week for her own charity.
Yeah, I know.
Just never too late to start. You can be the visionary of your own life. You can charter a path in which what you repeat in your daily acts of service, in kindness, in advocacy, in grace, and in fairness, that those become the very things that are recognized by the next wave of women, both young and old.
But listen to what a member of the public said to Meghan on the way into that event.
Meghan, how do you feel about being part of two broken families?
And it feels like, doesn't it, that's the reality, Angela. She tries to present something on stage, but actually she's broken up two families.
She has broken up two families. She's very, very good at destroying things. I mean, that's in her nature. I mean, it's a terrible quality to have. It's not a quality at all. But she uses this to give her fame and fortune. And it's just
it's wrong.
Making. And poor Harry has crumbled into nothing as a result of it.
And tonight, it's unravelled. It's unravelled. Angela Levin, Prince Harry's biographer, thank you so much.
Thank you.